Hello folks, I'm Michael with BC Hobbies, and this is the new Traxxas ProScale Ford Raptor R. Traxxas has sold a Ford Raptor version of their basic two-wheel drive Slash since 2017, but I always wished they'd make a four-wheel drive version, and I wasn't the only one. Not only have they finally done that, they've taken it a step further. This one is based on the new 2023 Raptor, which is only available as a four-door. So, to accommodate the extra length, Traxxas added 2.3 inches to the wheelbase of the Slash 4x4 chassis, making it a 15.1 inch wheelbase instead of 12.8. The result is a huge and very scale-looking truck. Internally, it's pretty much just a Slash 4x4 VXL, powered by a Valinian 3S brushless motor and ESC, but it uses the thicker drive shafts and hub carriers from the Extreme Heavy Duty add-on kit, which eliminates most of the weak points in the standard Slash 4x4 suspension. The wheels and tires are all new licensed versions of the real thing, and they're a slightly larger diameter than a standard Slash tire. It also has scale Raptor bumpers with lights and a trailer hitch mount in the rear. Of course, the real attraction here is the licensed 2023 Raptor body. Traxxas has been on a roll with awesome looking scale bodies lately, and this one is no exception, with lots of hard plastic detail parts and a beautiful paint job. The headlights have light buckets with holes for 5mm LEDs. Like the two-door Raptor, which Traxxas will continue to sell alongside this one, the overall proportions are stretched a bit to make the body fit the wide stance of the Slash platform. This does, however, enable one of my favorite subtle design features of this body. The mirrors are slightly narrower than the fenders, so when the truck flips over, the fenders will hit the ground first and you won't break the mirrors off. Like all of the recent Traxxas releases, this uses the clipless body mount system that was introduced on the TRX-4 Bronco. You have to reach a bit further inside the fenders to access the tabs on this one, but it's still pretty easy if you lift the truck up by the body. The brackets bolt onto the same shock towers that the normal Slash 4x4 uses, so you could install standard body posts on this chassis if you wanted to, although I don't know of any other bodies that would fit the wheelbase. Now we come to the price. This truck sells for $750 Canadian, not including a battery or charger. While that may seem like a lot, if you consider that you're basically getting a Slash Ultimate with better drive shafts and a licensed body, it's actually pretty reasonable. We drove the Raptor on a 3S LiPo battery, but kept it in training mode most of the time, which still provided more than enough power. In terms of driving, despite the longer wheelbase, it still pretty much feels like a Slash 4x4, and that's a good thing. The TQI radio includes TSM, a driving assist that automatically countersteers to keep the truck from spinning out, but I actually liked it better with TSM turned off, and on a loose dirt surface, it's very easy to do long, spectacular drifts. The tires worked well on every surface we tried, always having enough grip for good control, but still making it easy to slide when you wanted to. Unfortunately, this truck does have an Achilles heel. The Valinian system got very hot while driving, even in training mode. While it's normal for Valinian motors to run a bit warm, this truck being heavier than a normal Slash pushed it far enough to become a major problem. If you get one of these, I'd say that cooling fans are a must-have add-on.
And the first roll.
Ready?
Yep. Almost sounds like the slipper clutch is slipping. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of feels like it when you're driving it.
Yeah, I think it might be loose. Turn TSM. Yeah, that's definitely slipping. I'm gonna give an opinion here and say that 3S is too much power for this. It is very good, obviously, but I can hear the slipper clutch slipping. The motor got too hot to touch in a really short time on 3S. And frankly, I like the way it handled better in training mode on this, which is about equivalent to what it would be on 2S.
See if it'll drift on the concrete surface. See if we can do a nice little U-turn drift.
Beautiful.
Anywhere it wants to go, it goes. Nice transition.
It's gone into thermal cutoff again. This thing really needs cooling fans. And actually, I'm curious as to why they didn't use the longer 540XL motor from the Haas in this, because that would have definitely cut down on the heat issues. But it's not a particularly hot day. It's maybe 20 degrees Celsius out here. And yeah, this thing has overheated enough that the ESC's gone into thermal cutoff twice now, and the second time was on training mode. So I would say stick with 2S batteries and add fans, and then honestly, this is a really solid truck. It's so loud when it hits the ground. Oh, there's the side of the body popped out again. That's all it needs.
It's a very sensitive body.
It's just really thin in that spot, and those sidebars keep pushing it out. Looking at the inside of the body, there are a few spots where either the tires or the chassis have worn through the paint. There's a bit there, and on the other side, there's a bit right there where I think those sidebars are hitting it. And actually not too bad in the front. There's a little bit right there, but it's mostly back here.
You can see the paint.
Oh, by golly, yeah, there's the paint on the chassis. I still don't know why these bars are a thing on Slashes. I would just take them off.
Yeah.
Overall, despite its flaws, we love driving the Raptor. With a couple of small tweaks, such as adding cooling fans, removing the sidebars, and taping up the inside of the body to protect the paint, it would be pretty much perfect. It handles like a dream, it's tough as nails, and it's one of the best looking scale trucks ever to come to market. If I didn't already have a souped up Slash 4x4, I'd be first in line to take one of these home. Well folks, that about wraps up our review of the Traxxas ProScale Ford Raptor R. Although it does need cooling fans, which it doesn't come with, apart from that, this is a fantastic truck, and it really proves just how versatile and capable the Slash 4x4 platform is. It really is probably one of the best RC chassis in the whole industry. Anyway folks, if you would like to get your own Raptor R, you can get it right here at BC Hobbies or shop online at bchobbies.com. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Michael, and I will see you next time.